Welcome back, folks, to Cooking with Drew Williams. Today we're going to make some pizza dough. This dough is super simple. It's really easy to make, and once you've got it down pat, you can make it for pizzas. It can be used for calzones, strombolis, or anything. It's very easy. I love to do it. And let me show you how I get started. Starting with the flour, I'm going to put in 3 cups, and I'm just using a coffee cup. Like I say, this doesn't have to be exact. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll keep the flour out because we're going to need a little bit for the countertop when we start the kneading process. Now to the yeast part. You can see that this yeast is active. Now here's what the yeast looks like. Just fast, rapid rise Fleischmann's. This is what I've been using. So it just takes 1 packet, 1 cup of water. What I use is some pretty hot tap water, and I've never had a problem with it killing the yeast. So you put 1 cup of hot, fairly hot water, not too hot, and you put a little bit of sugar in there. That helps activate the yeast, and 1 packet of the rapid rise yeast. Okay, so in our dough mixture, we're just going to create a little well in the flour, and we're going to go in with our yeast mixture. Now, this is a weird looking cup, but this is the one I always use because it has room for the hot water and a little bit of rising action on the yeast. The only other ingredient, 1/4 cup of oil. Pour that in, and we mix. Now, a lot of people make this harder than it has to be. They try and put it in one of those electric spin around things, but it comes together very easily just with a spoon. And what you want to do is just stir it around till it starts forming a loose, rough kind of a ball. And at that point, we've got to get some flour on the cutting board. We're going to need this a little bit, not nearly as much as everybody thinks. All right, so put some flour on your cutting board, and let's turn out the dough. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. And we're going to get all of it off of this spoon. We don't want to waste anything. Okay, so it's very sticky, it's very tacky right now. It's way too wet. Now we start working it in the flour. Kind of press it, fold it over, press it, fold it over. And some of these, some videos you'll watch, some recipes, they'll tell you to do this forever, like 10 minutes, and I think that can overwork the gluten and it makes a tough crust. I like to do it just a little bit till it looks right and feels right to me. And it's already kind of getting there to me. Maybe a little bit more flour there on the bottom. Yeah, then kind of tuck it under, form it into a ball shape. Now what I'm going to do is in another clean bowl, get some of this dough off my hands, I'm going to take some canola spray and just spray the, just a little bit, 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 pan in and around there. And we're going to take our dough. Like I say, kind of cup it under the bottom. Set it right in there. It looks just like that. Now what we're going to want to do is cover it with plastic wrap. We're going to let it rise. So we cover it with plastic wrap. And then I like to cover it with a towel or something too. And you put it in a warm place with no drafts. Wherever your warm spot is in the kitchen. It could be, you know, right back here or something like that. And we'll take a rag and cover it like that. Now what I do sometimes, I'll even, if I'm washing clothes or something, whatever I'm doing, I will turn on the drying machine and put this pot on top of the dryer, and it's the perfect warm spot. So forget about it for about 45 minutes or an hour. You're going to let it rise, and what you're going to want it to do is basically double in size. So you probably freak out when you go and look at it after about an hour. So I'm going to put it in the laundry room, and yeah, I might just leave it right there. That's a warm enough spot. So you guys check back with us in about an hour. I'm going to clean up right here and get ready for the next portion of our pizza cooking. But this dough is super easy, super good, and you can make anything with it once you get it down pat. Super easy. Check back in an hour. We'll be here. Okay, folks, welcome back. We have waited about an hour. And we're fixing to check on our dough. It's been covered up and in a warm place. It's not drafty. Uncover, remove the plastic wrap, and it looks beautiful. We can see that it has definitely doubled in size and raised up quite a bit. So what we're going to do at this point, now this amount of dough will make 2 pizzas or 4 calzones. You can ball up and freeze any dough that you have left over. This evening I'm just going to make 1 pizza because I'm here alone, and so I'm just going to take the knife and cut right down the middle of this dough. And I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to get I have an unusual pizza cooker. It's a little spin around thing, and I've had it for years, and this is like the non-stick surface that that spins around. So I've got it set up on a bowl because the underside of it, you'll see, it's uneven, and I can't set it flat on the cutting board, so I put it on top of a bowl like this. And I'm going to spray a little bit of canola oil on there. I'm going to grab one of these dough balls. Put it on there, and I'm just going to start spreading it out. Okay, folks, the pizza's coming along just fine. Like I said, I usually like to start it on the lower only portion for a while, let the bottom get cooked. I'll take a peek at it using my knife. Once I'm satisfied that it's looking good on the bottom, then I turn it to dual, where it's cooking on the top and the bottom. And then I just wait for the top to get looking right, and it's done. It's just about approaching that point right now. It looks beautiful. Like I said, now this pizza oven is unusual. It just spins around, and it does it perfect for me. I mean, a lot of people, they want their pizza peeled, they want to cook on a stone, and they want to cook in an oven as hot as they can get it. This is sitting right on top of the countertop. This is not, it's not heating up the whole house with the hot oven on that you have to turn on, 500 for an hour before you even start. This is simple, and it's a great product. Like I say, the machine is called a Pizzazz Pizza Oven. It has it's only cooking if the timer is set. It can cook on lower, dual, or upper only, and it's really quite a neat little thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this unit off and let it cool for a little while. And I'll turn the timer off, because when the timer's off, there's no heat going. A beautiful looking pizza. A lot of people, when you have people coming over, you can make one special for everybody. A lot of people don't like the bell pepper, but I like everything, so this looks perfect for me. Don't be afraid of making your own dough. Making pizzas from scratch is easy. It starts with the dough. The dough is easy to do, and you'll be proud of yourselves once you get this, once you've mastered the dough, and you can have friends over and do, 4 of these, do 6 of them, do 8 of them if a lot of people are coming over. Like I said, the dough recipe that we used, it makes 2 pizzas. So I've got the other dough ball is right here. I'm not going to freeze it because I'll probably use it tomorrow, but it's good for anything. Like I say, calzones, strombolis, don't be afraid of pizza dough. It's great fun, and it's way better than a store-bought crust. Don't ever do that. Folks, thanks for joining us in my kitchen again. This time cooking with Drew Williams. I've been doing these DWC pizzas for quite some time now, and it's one of my friends' favorite meals. When they come over, it's what they ask for, and I love it too. Don't be afraid to make dough. Make some DWC pizza from scratch. Thanks for joining us. See you next week on Cooking with Drew Williams.